Hey guys, it's Wormhole again, and I don't know if you saw my last video, but this one is going to be a little different. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I'm going to start making a lot of these more often, and hopefully, okay, well, fine. Anyway, do you guys know what time or what day it is? It's like it's August 12th. It's 11th. So the 12th is tomorrow. And starting on August 12th, 2026, be entering into, well, the moon is going to be entering into a solar eclipse. Also, while it is aligned, let's see, so the sun is in Leo, which is and when the Saturn, I think it's when Saturn enters, or one of the lines with Saturn, moon lines or something. Um, it's called the Lion's Gate. And it only happens, this kind of eclipse on this time frame happens every 30 years. And it is linked to, if you look back every 30 years, there has been some kind of major uh, shift in consciousness or some kind of major development or some kind of major world event. And these things, I mean, if you can, there's a lot of other people that know this stuff better than I do, but I think it's really interesting, um, considering how I've been feeling a lot of a lot of shifts lately building up to it. There was a full moon 4 days ago, and then no, it's full moon, and then Lionsgate started on the 8/8 portal. That's right. Um, so that's August 8th. And then basically so then there's 4 days, then the next 4 days is to the 12th, and then the eclipse. So there's a lot of things going on in the world. Uh, and if you look back 30 years ago, what was going on then? The internet became huge. That's when the internet and Google and everything exploded and dramatically shifted our consciousness, just as a way, just being able to talk at light speed to someone on the other side of the planet, or even see them through a video. It changed everything. The rate that you could receive information, and then as like the internet got faster and faster, and now we're up into like, super high speed internets with, the digital and fiber and all that stuff. It's insane how fast the data flies, the information gets out there. And it's like, I really should have started a YouTube channel like 10 years ago. And I could have been like, if I had known hindsight, I could have been tracking different things building up to this 30-year. But I wasn't even into like astrology or even astronomy or anything. I've always been into space and loved space, and space is really cool. But I had no idea of how complex our souls are and how connected we are with the universe around us, and how it's just this crazy, almost like a machine, like our universe operates and functions. And it's going to end sometime. I think maybe our planet might, but there's just so many different things that I've been watching other YouTube videos from different people that inspire me, and that's what I'm wanting to start putting more information out there that I'm coming into. And I just hit a birthday back in June, and reached that wonderful half a century mark. And I should have been documenting a lot more things, but with my mental health issues that I've had, and ever since retiring from the military, and running my computer repair business, and just with everything else that's happened, and then all this other stuff going on with the world. And now we're so but with the 30-year thing, and this the eclipse, and this kind of a portal, or it's 30 years. Saturn is in Aries. Okay, so yeah, in 1908, let's go all the way back to 1908. That's when the Model T Ford came out. And I just learned this. I mean, I've known about that, but like learning all the connections, it's wild going back to like, that far, like just over 100 years. And the Model T Ford came out, and just like the internet today, back then, horse and buggies, and just riding horses and trains and stuff. But like it was a huge shift in consciousness almost because people could travel individually without having to like go, get on a train or have to ride a horse and buggy from your little town like 2 days to the next big city and then get a train from there to go to, wherever you had to go. And most of the time back then, people didn't even travel a lot back then, um, over 100 years ago, what you established yourself in your area where you were. And, I mean, a lot of people moved around, but it was a whole different world. Okay, so then fast forward 30 years from 1908, and then we get into the time frame, and like 1937, post depression, and now getting into World War II was building up. That was on the rise. So like that's just crazy to think that also consciousness, a whole world, everyone was more aware. I mean, by then we had cars and planes and all that stuff. We'd already been through one world war, and so like when World War II, that just was a big, huge shift. Um, then you go 30 more years, and we get into like the Vietnam era, um, and that was a lot. It was a lot of people waking up back then because it's in the 60s, and that was like the very first like psychedelic renaissance, a revolution, or whatever you want to call it. Like now we're kind of in a psychedelic renaissance with all the people exploring and consciousness, connected consciousness, and everyone becoming more and more aware that there are more people connected now than what there was. Especially when we're having to deal with things like having an internet or a smart device just in our hand and scrolling. I still use paper and notes, paper and pen to take notes for all kinds of things because it's easier for me to just flip back through and be like, oh yeah, I mean, I've got stacks of these freaking notepads, and it may be like an autism thing or just neurodivergent or ADHD, OCD, all these things that I think have been diagnosed with. But anyway, it's just I wanted to come at this channel with a different spin and do what like some other people are doing and just talk from my own personal experience. So like looking back at the history of all these things that took place every 30 years, building up to like this type of eclipse. Um, let's see what happens. Like, are we going to have another world war? Like, who knows? Like, what's going to be going on? But I think since there's a lot of people waking up, what I'm really, really hoping for is that everyone waking up through the connected consciousness, it starts to connect more. And then I'm hoping there's like a bigger awakening. And we start to really tackle a lot of the things that are going wrong with the world right now. And I like our government is only making it worse right now, and it just seems like with the I don't it's difficult because I see other people talking about their experiences and how they're going crazy. There's so much news out, there's so much negativity, there's so much dark information out there entering our minds through our little smart devices that we get overwhelmed. If you can hear that cat, I don't know if my mic can pick it up, but there's a cat in my laundry room. It's been in there for like days, and it comes through the wall from the connecting neighbor's unit. So just bear with me. It's been meowing. It's okay. Go back home. Anyway, yeah, what I'm hoping for is that there is some kind of major thing. Like, I don't know if it's going to be like disclosure, for all these UAPs, UFOs, things like that. I've been waiting for that my entire life, because that is what I like when I very first, like when I was a kid, and I think I saw War of the Worlds for the first time when I was like 4 or 5. I was watching it with my dad, and so he was explaining to me what the movie was and how, it originated from. It was the original film from like the '60s, and it was, the one, obviously War of the Worlds, based on the book or the radio play that went on, that Orson Welles, yeah, um, read that live on the air, and everybody thought it was like a real thing that was happening. See, that's the difference. I'm hoping something like that, and I think that's what Spielberg was trying to capture, you know, um, in his movie Disclosure Day that just recently came out. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I enjoyed it, and it was, as far as for what it was, there was a few things that I was just kind of like, I might have done that different, but I think he was really capturing his version of, just something like his story, and but I think if you notice, like Spielberg has always made a film too when there was like some kind of thing, that was another, when I told you I was a kid and I saw War of the Worlds, one of the other big films that influenced me as a kid was Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and it really, that film, the way that it, just, it was psychological, and it had, I mean, it had the spaceships and things like that, but I think the whole building up to like the end sequence was just it was amazing, like it was a great film. I really enjoyed how they filmed everything, and just the way he was having the breakdown, and them doing, the thing with the mashed potatoes. This means something, you know. I just always identified with that for some reason, probably from my own experiences, that I will mention in another video. But I have had my own close encounters, I would say, and I haven't. I've always thought or knew that there might have been something, but like it wasn't until more recently where I've started to receive some information, and kind of, I don't know, just sparking memories of things. And yeah, I'll get to it. It's not that big of a deal, and it's not like impressive or anything. Not like other people who is, they swear up and down they've been abducted and things like that. I mean, I think it's possible that it could have happened to me as well. I haven't reached that far in the memories, but there's definitely some other stuff and some missing time and things like that unexplainable right now. Um, but yeah, anyway, 2 days from now, eclipse, or no, yet tomorrow. Tomorrow is the eclipse, so we will see how that plays out. I may make another video. I'm planning on doing. It's around noon, I think, starting. Well, depends on where you are in the world, obviously. My time zone was around noonish, I think, is when it was going to start, the eclipse. And we're not in the path of totality where I'm at, but I mean, that to me, that doesn't matter, because it's a global event. It's a thing that affects all of us, no matter what, even if you can't see it. I mean, like, what if it was going on and there were, you're in an area and it's storming, and it's like pitch black out anyway or something, and then, you know, it there's still an eclipse happening. It's the moon and the sun and Earth and alignment and everything else. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if the next 30 years or next so any kind of crazy events kick off over the next few years. But I'm really hoping again for that massive major awakening, but it may never happen. I mean, I may be waiting for a long time, but we will see. Anyway, if you could please hit that like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but I'm really trying to do something different here. And I'm going to be getting the podcast, Wormhole Manifest podcast. I may change that up a little bit, but if you go to, there's a separate YouTube channel, not this Wormhole one, but there's Wormhole Manifest YouTube That's where my podcast was, or is. Um, it was originally somewhere else, but then I transferred it and everything. But anyway, I think that's it for today. I'll go into some more of the stuff, but yes, be aware of everything right now. I should have made a video like this sooner, saying to be aware of everything around you. I've been trying to stay really aware today. Got up early, have been, doing things around the workshop, and I work from home, obviously, and I have a business here. And I did have a customer this morning, so I was, taking care of them and helping them out. And then I just got a wild hair bug and decided to, start cleaning up the whole house, trying to make it. Oh, and there will be live streams coming on Twitch, some gaming stuff and some more stuff like this, just hanging out and chatting, and yeah, just probably working on some projects in the background. And yeah, let's see how that goes too. I really got to do more, because I haven't been doing that much lately, and my work has been suffering. Uh, I don't know if my relationships are suffering, but probably. I mean, I don't talk to my kids that much, but I think I think we're pretty good. I keep in touch as much as I can, and I'm trying to do as much work as I can. It's just really, really hurting financially, but I will get that figured out, and then hopefully we'll just, we'll see where this all goes. And I want to definitely keep doing some more creative type work, because that will, keep me from spinning my wheels, and my ADHD will just, bounces around. I'm working on somebody's computer, and then I'm, working on some of my own stuff, and then I back and forth, and then I'm having to deal with like my back pain, or, passing kidney stones. I never know, these days. I just posted a video, so updating everyone about that a little bit. But yeah, I think I passed a stone about 2 weeks ago, and but the pain was lasting for quite a bit longer than that. Even I think afterwards, maybe just post passing pains or something. But yeah, it just seems like there's always something. But I need to stop just looking at the negative, and looking, and try to find that silver lining. You know, uh, but yeah, anyway, everybody stay tuned for more stuff. Go check out my Wormhole 42 on Twitch. And I'm going to be updating the schedule for that, and also trying to do some more creative projects. So let's go. Let's go. I hope you're along. I hope you're here along the ride with me, and we're going to make it a good one. So until the next time, see ya. Peace out.